potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Here at the Palace on the Prairie, you know this is one of the most iconic stadiums in all of college football. Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium gets rocking for the Sooners. They have got so many loyal fans. You know they bleed crimson and cream here. They are excited after a 10-win season last year, and these fans can't wait to get it started again. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Mateer. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Defense right there to... in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Bringing the heat. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete in the middle. And he gets the first down, but, man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets enough. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff to Xavier. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Robinson. And he's in! Touchdown, Sooners! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Oh, gives him the tough, stiff arm. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
You know, tackling is a lost art in college football. I'm sorry. You got to do a better job defensively there. At least two different guys had a chance to bring him down. They couldn't do it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you...
Caught, and he's got room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Fletcher. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Hurricane. Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice...
Looking for a huge play. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Makes him talk to the hand. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
And, man, you got to love when you got these big boys inside, these defensive tackles. And, by the way, when they keep the GPS stats on these guys, they can speed in the school zone. Like, they're moving that fast. And you can see it right there, starting to get to the perimeter, and he's running from the inside out. Flashes like a linebacker. Man, what a big, fast, physical human being.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. And the Canes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll take it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Mensah to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lofton. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off the board. It's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Throwing, Mensah. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's going to let it go. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And it's the Cougars looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
They'll open the second half on the ground. Shakes off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just feeds the running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Mensah. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Canes line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Looks it in at the 40. And there he goes. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. The run inside. It's Robinson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Mensah to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
This time they'll go to the running game. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got his man to the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage.
Finding some room. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Handoff for Robinson. Picks up the first down. On the move at the 30. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Sooners will hustle to the line. They'll run with Robinson. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Sooners come down and score one of their own. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Running inside, it's Pringle. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
Kick is in the air. All the way back to the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Breaks the tackle. He's brought down at the 41-yard line to pick up a 5 and enough for a first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's...
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a give to Robinson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Going to the run, it's Robinson fighting off the defender. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And they tacked on the extra point. Bring it out. It's Compton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Throwing, Mensah. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third. Makes the catch, and he's free. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll line up to go for two. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Handoff to Xavier. Kept it on the ground with that RPO, and it'll be enough to pick up the first down and pick up the victory. A hostile environment can have a major impact